broadcast is presented by the AISA's corporate sponsors, the Alabama Cattlemen's Association, Balfour, Buffalo Rock, CB&S Bank, Fax Management Company, Faulkner University, Great Southern Wood Preserving, Earth Jones, Huntington College, Justin's, National Security Insurance, Phoenix Rehab, S2 Pass, The Game, Troy University, and Wilson Sporting Goods. The AISA gives special thanks to the City of Montgomery and Mayor Stephen Reed, as well as the staff of Crampton Bowl. The Alabama Independent School Association presents the AISA Football Championships from Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. The AISA Football Championships are on the air. Coverage from the AISA Championship Network. Live from Crampton Bowl. Here's Graham Dunn and Michael Butler.
And we're back here at Crampton Bowl, yes, once again for round 2 of the triple header of games for you today on the AISA Championship Network. Michael Butler and Graham Dunn here with you from Montgomery, Alabama, getting ready for the two-way game, which is next. South Choctaw and Lowndes as the players are on the sidelines and the captains make their way to the center of the field for the coin toss of this one. Already, one champion crown, Cornerstone defends its crown. They win 52-12 over Macon East in game 1 of the day. We've got one more to go after this one. In 3A, Bessemer will take on Chambers. Let's go down to the field. We'll get the coin toss. White hat talking with the captains. He's not mic'd up like the last one was. It would have been perfect. I thought my segue was just right in on time.
You were right on top of it, and it could be he didn't turn on his mic.
He didn't. So that's obviously what's going on. I think
that's what.
We did our part. He didn't do his. But
yeah.
You know.
But that's all right.
We will wait his flip, and we'll see.
Have you ever called a play-by-play on the coin toss?
Oh, yes. He dropped the first one. The second one looks good.
I'm calling heads, by the way. I think I got it right.
South Choctaw has won the toss and is elected to defer to the second half. Lowndes will receive the football.
All right, he turned it on for that. All right, we're ready to go. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back, kick this thing off next here on the AISA Championship Network.
Wake up with the Wake Up Call, weekdays at 6 on Score 94 and Hit 106. Streamed live on Facebook and 1300WTLS.com.
Here at HDD Broadband, we appreciate all of our customers, and we are always looking for ways to say thank you and reward your loyalty. Last year, we lowered our residential internet package prices. This year, we are happy to offer you more ways to save with our new loyalty referral program. This gives our residential customers an opportunity to receive a discount of up to 25% on their monthly internet bill. All you have to do is refer a new customer, make sure they know to give your name as their reference, and once their new service is installed, a 5% discount will be applied to your account. It is that simple. Restrictions do apply. For more information, contact us at 334-430-0049. Thank you for being a part of our HDD Broadband family.
At CB&S Bank, We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Our long history of stability is because we stay current. Gain financial freedom with the most sophisticated digital products. Check balances, pay bills, transfer funds, and deposit checks from anywhere. Make purchases on your mobile device using your CBNS Bank debit card with mobile wallet at participating stores and restaurants. Learn more at cbsbank.com. CBNS Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Charges and fees may apply from your cellular service provider. Contact your service provider for information.
Tallahassee Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram wants to express their heartfelt gratitude to all customers for your support and loyalty throughout the years. The dedicated staff looks forward to continuing to serve our great community with the care and respect you deserve. Shop now during the Black Friday sales event all month long for great savings. TallahasseeAutomotive.com. Drive a little, save a lot.
Hi, I'm Kari Sid, owner of Grove Station. We want to invite you to come in and join us for dinner or brunch. We do private and hosted dining experiences in our loft. We're located in downtown Tallahassee. We're on Facebook and Instagram. See you in a minute.
River Region Sports,
I have a feeling we'll hear something this afternoon.
noon to 2 weekdays on Score 94 and Hit 106.
You're listening to the AISA Football Championships from the AISA Championship Network.
Ready for game number 2 coming your way here. South Choctaw, the Rebels at 12-0. Lowndes Academy is 11-0. They too are the Rebels. This is the only AISA matchup today for the championship, pitting 2 undefeated teams, by the way. It's the 4th meeting between the 2 programs. As we look at their first meeting since 2019. And Lowndes won that one. They actually played back in round 1 of the playoffs, and Lowndes won that 35-6 in 1997. That's the only time these two have faced off in the postseason.
And part of that is because Lowndes Academy has been a Class A team for many, many years. Pretty much the entire time they've been in AISA. South Choctaw has gone between 2A and 3A in their time. This is a unique and a different dynamic in what we saw in the first game. Both of these teams come in with very successful coaches. Stacy Luker just took over the program at South Choctaw Academy. He didn't even want to coach anymore. I talked to him earlier in the week. He said, I had planned on retiring, decided to get back into it last year, but just as an assistant, and then this year he got the call, and now he's in Toxie, Alabama, which is the location of South Choctaw. And what has he done? He's continued to do what he always does wherever he goes, and that's win. And he's got a chance to win another state championship. Meanwhile, Lowndes Academy, 31 consecutive wins. They have won the last 3 state championships, although those 3 were at Class A level. We'll see what they can do today against a team that has got to be. We've seen some teams that run the ball straight ahead. How many times did we say South Choctaw has thrown the football this year? Less than 30.
That is unbelievable. In an entire season, Shane Moy is, as you mentioned, in his 7th season at Lowndes, 61-22, 3 state championships all in a row, going for number 4. And Luker, Stacy Luker, in his first season at South Choctaw, 29 years overall, 250 victories, 107 in the loss column. He's won 5 state championships. He won his 6th at Clark County, the other 5 at Sweetwater. Amazing that he's back in it again now in the AISA ranks.
You're going to hear a couple of names today that the last names are the same as some players that have been at Lowndes Academy, but these are brothers. And you're going to hear some names from South Choctaw. Maybe you're not familiar with them, but I think you'll know them once the game is over. Both quarterbacks are very vital to their success and what we expect. We saw it in the first game today, the 2 quarterbacks, one in particular that ran for almost 500 yards and scored 7 touchdowns. Talk about Zeke Adams for Cornerstone. I don't know if somebody's going to do that today, but we'll find out.
We'll take another timeout. We'll come back and get started next here on the AISA Championship Network.
Hi, my name is Brad Mason, City President of First Community Bank of Central Alabama. It's football season, and now is the perfect time to touch down on a personal loan. Maybe you've been thinking about getting that new vehicle for the game day travel or an RV camper for the ultimate tailgating experience. We offer competitive rates and quick turnaround times to get you the loan that best suits your individual needs. First Community Bank is your locally owned financial institution. We currently operate 8 full-service branch locations across Elmore and Otago counties, a full-service mortgage company, and a wealth management division. Our team of local professionals is empowered to make decisions at the local level because we best understand the unique needs of the people in the communities. Whether you're looking to open your first checking account or financing a home, we offer prompt professional services tailored to meet your individual financial needs. We have 2 conveniently located branches in Tallahassee, located at 526 Gilmer Avenue and 28 Neptune Road. Call or stop by today and let the First Community team help you make this season one to remember. First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Brad Parker with Parker Tire and Service Center, and we just want to thank our many customers for the last 33 years here in Tallahassee.
Hey, this is Jamie Bush. Come see us for tires for your auto, trucks, lawn tires, farm tires, and we can do auto repair, air conditioning, alignments, and oil changes.
Parker Tire and Service Center, 1508 Gilmer Avenue, Tallahassee.
Talking with Mark Bell again with Bell Contracting. I'm ready for my swimming pool. I know you're getting a lot of calls.
This is the time of year, Michael. It's funny because the off season again is our busy pool season. We've been installing multiple sizes of pools that meet every price point.
No matter what the project might be, construction services, you've got it all covered.
We build new houses. We install swimming pools. We have a maintenance division. Yes, bellcontracting.com or on Facebook.
Gridiron time in the South. There's nothing like it. What makes it better? Parties and tailgating to cheer on your favorite team. And the best place to do your pregame shopping, Tallahassee Superfoods. No matter the fare or the time needed to prepare your pregame meal, visit Tallahassee Superfoods to stock up on your favorites. Steaks, burgers, hot dogs, plus all the fixins, and snacks and drinks. Find them at the place that gives you convenience and the best price. Cost plus 10%. Tallahassee Superfoods on Gilmer Avenue or on Notasulga Road in East Tallahassee.
Wherever you want to fly, the Montgomery Regional Airport wants you to get there with nonstop destinations to Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas, and Washington, D.C. MGM is your gateway to adventure. Visit flymgm.com to book your next experience.
WTLS, Tallahassee, Pike Road. Score 94 and hit 106.
The AISA Football Championships from the AISA Championship Network.
Just about ready to kick this one off. South Choctaw beat Abbeville Christian 72-22, and Wilcox Academy 22-14 to get here. Lowndes with victories over Jackson Academy 47-0 and Patrician last week 35-18. 2 rounds with victories, and now the third round, the title round for the 2A championship today. If you go back, we mentioned Lowndes' history. We're familiar with the 3 straight. South Choctaw last won in 2007 in the 1A title game under Charlie Taylor, who was their coach then. And looking forward to the kickoff with the sun still covering about half the field. We're back to the regular dimensions now after the 1A championship is done. And it will be South Choctaw kicking off to Lowndes to start the game. They both have red and white. They're both the Rebels. But Lowndes is the designated home team in red. And they'll have a squib kick that they'll cover up at the 35. That's where they'll start.
I don't know if you've ever seen a kicker lay the ball down on the ground like that, but
like a watermelon.
Never
style.
used the tee, or at least he didn't put the ball on the tee. He put it beside the tee. One of the keys for Lowndes Academy is always, it always seems to come back to running the football, but this team throws it well this year. They have had some success throwing the football, and they've got about a dozen receivers. I'm not lying. They got several receivers, all who have touchdown catches this year.
Shotgun sweep, and not much there on the first play. The handoff goes nowhere. You could hear the crowd from South Choctaw, who came a pretty good ways to get here. It'll be second down.
Several players on this South Choctaw defense. Of course, they're going to go 2 ways, but Ben Knowles leading the way. 14 tackles for loss. He's got 42 tackles in all. Camden Fuller leading the way. He's got 95 tackles, 11 sacks, 11 tackles for loss.
Hampton, the quarterback, hands off. They'll go right side. And a little bit of room, but not much, on the run by Jeremy Hardy. Their leading rusher picks up a couple. He came into today averaging 10.2 yards per carry, well below the average there. It's third down.
That play strung out well by the South Choctaw Academy defense. Stacy Luker said, look, we don't have a lot of great athletes. We're not going to impress you with size or speed, but we're going to play hard. And he said one of the first things he did when he got to South Choctaw was get him in the weight room. He said, nobody's going to outwork us. And so far, 2 plays, you've seen that.
3rd and 9. And they do want to throw. Here comes some pressure. And it will be nearly intercepted. Incomplete. 4th down. And they'll have to punt.
Lowndes Academy, the sideline there wanted interference. The problem was the ball was tipped before it got to the receiver. That's why you don't have an interference.
Braden Stokes, the quarterback, coming in today throwing for 923 yards, 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 52% completion percentage, but unable to connect there. So here's the punting team coming on 4th down. Three and out on the first drive.
Waters Box will do all the kicking for them, and he's one of the better kickers in AISA.
Back to return is Cade Carroll. He will pick it up on a hop, back behind the 20. He'll bring it across the 20. Now goes backwards, still on his feet. Looking for some room. All that running to pick up a couple on the return. They'll start at the 22.
He ran about 50 yards and gained 2 yards. That's good pursuit by the Lowndes Academy special teams, and we'll get our first look now at the quarterback for South Choctaw. He's a young man, a sophomore that has really, I think he's been better than what they anticipated before the season started. That's not to take anything away from what he's done. But this young man has had a very good season, Cade Carroll.
He'll hand it off on the first play, not much there. Maybe a couple of yards up to the 25. Cade Carroll, you mentioned, he's one that can do both run and throw, and you know we've seen that already. We talked about Zeke Adams in game 1, who had 7 touchdowns in the victory for Cornerstone. Both of these quarterbacks, as you also referenced, are dual threats. Carroll, 1,804 passing yards this year to go with a 336 on the ground. Shotgun set, running right this time. The quarterback keeps. He will pick up a couple more. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. So a 3 and out on the first possession for Lowndes, and now they have a chance to do the same to South Choctaw on their first drive of the game.
Jack Hawley running down the ball from behind. Again, pursuit is going to be the key. Both of these teams go after the football quite well. They're going to have 2 and 3 guys around the ball when the ball gets to the line of scrimmage. It's probably going to take some misdirection in order for one of these teams to break out.
Everybody in tight, shotgun set, 3rd and 5. Double handoff, and it's not going to get it. 31-yard line down and short of the first down, 4th down coming up.
Yeah, Lowndes Academy snicked that one out pretty well. Cooper Carver, who is one of the better players on both sides of the ball for Coach Shane Moy. You'll hear his name a lot. And this Lowndes defense, last year they only gave up 51 points for the season. This year they're a little bit more than that.
That was Tidwell on the run. This is a punt coming from Azar. Let's see what happens as that ball is not hit very well. It's going to be no return and good field position for Lowndes. A very short punt. It's going to be out of bounds at the 41 of South Choctaw.
I believe that was about a 10-yard punt. And that's one of the things in a game like this where yards are going to be a premium. You need good special teams play, and that doesn't help you give Lowndes Academy really good field position on the second possession.
Well, Lowndes unable to do anything on their first drive, but they get it right back. And now with a short field from the 42, they'll go right up the middle with a running play. Now try to pop it outside, and still not much there for the running back, Jeremy Hardy. He only picks up 1.
Well, they clogged up the middle to South Choctaw. He had nowhere to go. He tried to bounce it outside. Got about what he would have gotten had he moved it forward. But again, the tackles for South Choctaw are really eating up space. And And something's going to have to give. More than likely, you're going to see both of these defenses probably crowd the line until one or the other decides to try to throw it.
Second down, 9 to go. Shotgun set for Stokes. And it's Hardy again. Up the middle he goes this time, and he's got good yardage this time, and he has the first down of the game down to the 30 of the Rebels of South Choctaw.
He got a good kick-out block that time from Corey Hernandez, a junior, who pushed his man to give enough room for Hardy to pick up the initial first down.
Shotgun again for Stokes. Couple of receivers to the left and 2 more to the right. But it'll be a keeper this time. The quarterback goes straight up the middle. Not much there to the 29. A gain of 1.
Stokes doesn't carry the ball a lot. He's only got 36 carries coming in, but he makes the most of it. He has 1 touchdown carry. But he loves to hand it off. As I mentioned, he'll throw it. He's got a pretty good arsenal of receivers. He's got 2 or 3 really good running backs. He doesn't have to run the ball much.
They spread it out again. 4 receivers, 2 on either side for the quarterback, Stokes. Hardy to his right. Shotgun again. He will look to pass. He will throw, and it will be incomplete. Intended for Hampton out on the left side, too high, and brings up a 3rd and 9.
I think he saw Adam Mason converging on the receiver there, and it was probably a good idea. He threw it as high as he did. It may have been intercepted and probably would have been a pick 6 because there was nobody on that far sideline that would have cut him down.
We've produced just 1 first down so far as we close in on the midway mark of the first quarter. And now another 3rd down situation for Lowndes. 3rd and 9 to go from the 29 of South Choctaw. Stokes in the gun again. Brings Hampton to motion, keeps, goes left, down to the 25, makes it a 4th and manageable. They need 5 now as he's down that close to the first down stick.
And keep this in mind, last game in the Class A championship, neither team had a kicker. Lowndes Academy's got a kicker. Waters Box has not missed a field goal attempt, 9 of 9. I do not have his longest kick. I don't think they're going to try a 40-yarder here, though.
They're not. They're lining up, and they're going for it. Trying to draw them off with a hard count. And I think they're going to use a timeout. With that, we'll take it as well. 6:10 to go, no score first quarter.
Do you have dangerous, diseased, or unsightly trees? No need to fear. Seppo Kane Tree Service is here. From tree removal to pruning and trimming, with 20-plus years of experience. Seppo Kane Tree Service, with the knowledge and ability to take care of your large and small tree service needs.
This is Jason Spain with Seppo Kane Tree Service. Call 334-467-0083.
Tree service done right. Call 334-467-0083. Debit and credit cards accepted.
Neptune. My name is Kenny Benson. I work at Neptune, and I've been here for a little over a year as a machine operator. It's a great place. We all family here. Go Rebels and War Eagle.
Neptune Technology Group. Policy.
This is the AISA Championship Network. Now back to the action from Crampton Bowl with Graham Dunn and Michael Butler.
4th down play. 4th and 5. Stokes wants to throw. Does. Towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Well overshot the target. He was trying to catch up with Waters Box. And a stop for South Choctaw at the 6:05 mark of the first quarter. And their offense will come back onto the field.
I would call that a safe play. If he intercepts it, it's basically a touchback. It would have come back to the 20-yard line. They would have given up 5 yards. But I don't know if they've got a pooch punt or someone who can kick one like a pooch punt. It was mighty close if you'd have tried, though. So you really wouldn't have gained much if you'd have tried to run anything else.
Back on offense, it's South Choctaw, and quarterback keeper right up the middle goes Carroll. He didn't have much, maybe 1 yard to the 26.
Well, that front line of Lowndes Academy, we talked about them last year. But Reed Owen, Connor Goolsby, and company, they are getting great penetration against this South Choctaw offensive line, at least so far.
2,538 all-purpose yards this season for Carroll, the quarterback. 212 per game if you want to do the average. This time he's going to hand it off and up the middle, a little bit of room to run out across the 30 to the 31. And that was Boykin, the running back. Gets him into 3rd down and about 4.
Crawford Dansby on the tackle. He came in 83 tackles on the year, 11 interceptions. This guy can do it all. And I don't know if you've noticed, Michael, they've got 8 men in the box right now, maybe 9, depending on what they do with the safeties. But they are daring South Choctaw to throw the football.
And South Choctaw trying to get its first down of the game on a 3rd and 4 here from their own 31. And it will be running to the right side. Carroll, who will get the first down. Out across the 40, still on his feet. He breaks a tackle to midfield. 40, 30, hit from behind, and finally goes down at the 26. The quarterback, Carroll, with a huge 3rd down pickup and the biggest play of the game so far.
Hardy made the touchdown saving tackle, but let me give credit to a couple of blockers that got outside and allowed the quarterback to get around the corner. He didn't have a lot of running room, but he got just enough of a push from Gage Adams, who was out there blocking for him. Here comes a flag. This may be a sideline warning. Shane Moy was not happy. He thought the ball was taken away on that tackle.
Sideline warning against the Lowndes sidelines, first warning of the half.
No penalty yardage on that call, but Shane Moore got his message out to the official, to this linesman over here.
We talked about Lowndes and trying to get that title again. A little bit different this year with the changing up of the classifications. It was 1A last year, it's 2A. We know that 8-man has become 1A. Here's a running play with Carroll again. He goes left and takes it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Carver again, I think he's already got a couple of tackles. Stunning. They move him around a little bit. He'll end up on the left side most of the time, but that time he was pretty much lined up over that left guard and had a pretty easy shot at the quarterback. It's going to take a breaking away on a big play for one of these teams, because they are going to run it and they're going to keep running it. There's a penalty on South Choctaw.
Yeah, got out of the blocks a little bit too early. A little movement up front.
Dead ball. Illegal procedure against the offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
Now it'll be 2nd and 13.
And when you're not throwing the ball very much, getting behind the sticks, it's not exactly a good situation. We'll see if they can handle it here.
Carroll in a shotgun set. Boykin to his left. He hands off. Boykin goes right. Gets back what they lost. Back down to the 28. And it's 3rd and 10.
Dansby again following the running back into the hole and make the stop for a minimal gain. Again, the pursuit. And both of these teams are going to prove, if they're going to win a championship today, they're going to have to continue that. And somebody's going to have to get a turnover or two, because I can see this game being played between the 20-yard lines.
Everybody in tight, no wideouts. 3rd and 10. It's a running play with Carroll right. He cuts back left. He gets back to the line. He gets 1 yard. He needs 10, so it's 4th down and 9 to go.
Yeah, and I don't know if Dansby is spying on the quarterback at this point, but that's the 3rd tackle that he's made in about 5 plays. And the one he missed on was the long run. I have a feeling they'll be going for it here.
The same exact play that they ran when they got the big one. That time it didn't work. But they're going for it here. 4th down, 9 to go from the 26.
And I don't know if Stacy Luker is going to play field position here. I doubt very seriously they'll try to throw it.
Rolling right now, looking to pass. They're covered up back there, and in trouble is Carroll, and down he goes way back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 16 yards. And that field position went the other way. Lowndes with a big stop.
Well, I don't want to say I told you so. Corey Hernandez was all over that one. He was slowed down first, I believe, by Azar, and then it was Hernandez that cleaned up the play. And they lost,
First
what,
down,
about
Lowndes
15
Academy.
yards on that one play, and that gave Lowndes Academy great field position to start this drive.
Well, both teams were knocking on the door, got in the opponent's territory, but unable to produce. Now 1st and 10 Lowndes, 43. Stokes looks to pass, and he's got a receiver streaking open. The pass down the field is on the money and dropped. It was intended for Will Braswell, and Stokes couldn't have thrown it any better.
Yeah, he kind of hung up a little bit, and Braswell had to wait just a hair, and it kind of threw off his timing, and it was a tough call. That might have been a little tougher pass to catch than it might have looked, but it was still catchable. It would have been a huge play and would have put Lowndes Academy deep in South Choctaw territory.
2nd down, 10 to go, 2:09 remaining in a scoreless first quarter. Stokes in shotgun. Hampton coming in motion, and they'll hand it to him. And he goes up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's got a first down all the way down to the 44 of South Choctaw.
Hampton carrying tacklers with him that time. Gage Adams went along for the ride for about 5 yards. And that's the type of running that you're going to see really from both of these teams, more or less from the quarterback for South Choctaw. They are strong. They can carry tacklers with them, and that's what you got there.
2 wide left, 1 single receiver to the right. Pistol set this time. And an option. And a keeper by Stokes. Stokes not much there. Got to the 42. Picked up 2.
Camden Filler, who leads South Choctaw in tackles with 95 coming in. He did a nice job of tripping up the quarterback. Again, Stokes is not going to carry it much. He might carry it about 5 times a game. And he was able to pick up a couple of yards. But again, a lot of pursuit, a lot of defenders in the backfield for Lowndes Academy here in this first part of the game.
Stokes will keep and run again. And he'll go inside the 40, down to the 39. He's definitely running more today than he usually does.
And I think that's being created by what South Choctaw is showing them on the line of scrimmage. It's just your basic RPO, and they want Stokes to carry the football. Again, Stokes only averages about 5 yards a carry, which I say only. That's pretty good.
3rd down and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5 at the 39 as we wind down under a minute. Hardy to the right of the quarterback and the shotgun. Quarterback keeper again, right up the middle to the 37. Short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll need about 2. It will end this first quarter of play. No score on the AISA Championship Network.
Here at HDD Broadband, we appreciate all of our customers, and we are always looking for ways to say thank you and reward your loyalty. Last year, we lowered our residential internet package prices. This year, we are happy to offer you more ways to save with our new loyalty referral program. This gives our residential customers an opportunity to receive a discount of up to 25% on their monthly internet bill. All you have to do is refer a new customer, make sure they know to give your name as their reference, and once their new service is installed, a 5% discount will be applied to your account. It is that simple. Restrictions do apply. For more information, contact us at 334-430-0049. Thank you for being a part of our HDD Broadband family.
This is the AISA Championship Network.
A quick first quarter in the books, no score. It's been the ground game for both of these two who have had some success but still yet to scratch.
I almost feel like the two teams feeling each other out a little bit. Again, neither one of these teams have played each other. What'd you say, since 2004, something like that? And, of course, this is a new South Choctaw team. But I find it interesting. Lowndes is really spreading it out right now. They're sending their receivers almost to the sidelines, and they're going to go for it, looks like, here on 4th and about 3.
Stokes in shotgun formation for Lowndes. He will hand, now he'll keep, and it did not go his way. He was going to possibly hand off. He stopped for a loss, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Looked like he was going to do the jet sweep to the receiver. He pulled it out, kind of an RPO look, and was buried.
What did he carry it? 4 straight times?
Yes.
This is after I just said he wasn't going to carry it much. I think he's just trying to prove me wrong.
Well, he's done that. He has run it a bunch, but it didn't work out there. They had some success, but once again, this defense from South Choctaw comes up with a stop, just as Lowndes has done so far as well. Neither team able to get on the board as we see South Choctaw back on offense, and they will run up the middle. A little bit of room, and a penalty flag comes in as they cross the 40. Could be coming back for a hold here.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think somebody grabbed a jersey as Boykin went past him.
They've already turned around to start stepping it off.
I believe the second penalty against South Choctaw.
Holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Backs it up to the 30. It's not the full 10 from the line. It was a little bit beyond, so it's going to be first down and about 17. Running play to the left. And nothing there. Boy, stop for a loss. Cade Carroll, the quarterback, trying to find something, and he was taken down back at the 27-yard line for a loss of 3.
Crawford Dansby so far has strung out just about every play that's gone outside. He did it again there. And you're not going to get away from him. He's too strong, too fast. And at this point, I think Stacy Luker and his offense are just trying to figure out what they can do.
Well, you know Dansby came in leading this team in tackles, 83 on the season, and he has pretty much been on top of every single play so far for Lowndes.
Yeah, he had, I think, 3 tackles for loss on the season. You can add one more after that play.
Now it's 2nd and 20, and they'll go right back with a quarterback run, and this much better. Out across the 35 on the running play. Boykin handing off there. It will be 3rd down.
I'm watching this middle of this Lowndes defensive front.
3rd and 11.
They are pushing South Choctaw offensive linemen off the ball. South Choctaw's got to figure out that they're going to have to figure out a way to move those defensive linemen for Lowndes County off the ball. I don't know if you can do that, but that's going to be a big part of their success.
Need 11 yards. It's going to be a quarterback run, and it's going to be a first down run. Out across midfield and into Lowndes territory. Carroll saw nothing right, so he cut back and found an opening on the left side for a big first down pickup.
Yeah, he created his own counter. There was nowhere to go on the right side. Again, the penetration had gotten so that he had to cut it back, and he just happened to find a hole and picks up a first down. Nice play by him.
Just an athletic play by the quarterback. He's done it all season long. That's why they're here today. At least that's one of the big reasons.
And that was a case where the over pursuit by Lowndes Academy's defense hurt him.
No score. We're early into the second quarter. First down for South Choctaw. Quarterback, it's going to be about a 2-yard gain this time. This is a direct snap to Boykin.
Yeah,
running kind of a wildcat formation.
Boykin, and that's something that we may see Lowndes Academy do here before this day is over. I wouldn't be surprised, but I like the call. I like the wildcat or the what animal are we using? I don't know, but that's something that keeps defenses a little bit more on their toes.
Between these two running the football, and Carroll and Boykin, they have gone for over 3,000. Carroll averaging 11.6 per rush and 6.8 per carry for Boykin. 2nd down and 7. Running right. And a penalty flag coming in late on that one. Already had one hold on Boykin, carrying that one to the 39. Could be getting another one.
I think you are, and I think
There's a flag.
I don't want to mention the name, but somebody kind of tackled a Lowndes defender. But let's see if that's the call.
Incidental face mask.
Nope.
5-yard penalty against Lowndes. Penalties from the spot of the foul.
That will give them, looks like a first down.
Yep.
First down.
To the 35-yard line.
I was going to say he only marked off 4 yards. Now he's got it up to the 34 where it should be. And let's give South Choctaw credit. They're still doing the same things they've been doing. They're getting some success. They're basically just letting Boykin take the ball and run. He's picking his spots.
Carroll hangs on. It's Boykin again. Boykin to the 25, Boykin to the 24. Looks like maybe another first down.
And now you start to see that punishing run and how it can slow the defense down. Now you're not quite so interested in hitting him because he's so big, he's so strong, and he just picked up another first down.
10-yard gain. First down, South Choctaw. First and 10 to 24.
Carroll from shotgun formation. Boykin again, right up the middle of the defense, down inside the 20 for a gain of 5 as we have our first team in the red zone today.
Again, nothing fancy. This time they ran to the right side, the right guard, as old Simpson Pepper would say. And they found 5 yards. And I think it is wearing a little bit on that Lowndes Academy team. They're not hitting him quite as hard as they were. And everything's straight ahead, I might add.
2nd and 5 from the 19. Boykin again, not this time. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Big 77, Ashton Yelder with a tackle for Lowndes. Holds him to no gain.
Yeah, and he also had Dansby there helping him. That time, South Choctaw lined up with 2 H-backs, or a man in the slot and an H-back and a tight end, and they ran to that left side. But nobody was there to block Dansby as he raced from his left side of the line and kept him to a minimal gain. Here's a big 3rd down. More than likely, though, South Choctaw is definitely in 4-down territory. And they're in that same formation.
Boykin with a running play left. Hit, held up. He gets close. He's very close to the first down. He got to the 15. He needed the 14. And 4th down and about a yard coming up.
He's a yard short, but he was hit about 3 yards beyond where he went down, or behind where he went down.
It's 4th and 1.
You're definitely going for it here on 4th and 1. I think I'd run the same play. Why not?
We will see. 4th and about a yard from the 15-yard line.
Of course, you could run a counter with everybody shaded over that way, and who knows, he might score. This time they do line up on this side.
Carroll hands off to Boykin. Boykin tries to pop it outside. A stiff arm, breaks free to the 10. He's to the 5 and down at the 2-yard line. What a play by the running back, Boykin.
That is power if I've ever seen it. I don't know who that was that he gave the stiff arm, but he left a handprint. I know that.
1st and goal just inside the 2. Knows the ball's basically on the 1.
How important would it be for South Choctaw to get up on Lowndes here early on in this game? I think it would be huge.
And about halfway through now, this 2nd quarter, 6:33 on the clock as it winds down. Carroll with Boykin there. He'll give it to Boykin. Not this time. They stood him up at the line of scrimmage. He might have even lost a little bit.
Yeah, I think he lost. Well, no, they're going to mark him right around the 2-yard line, which is where this play started. Yeah, there were 7 red jerseys around him that time. I think they figured out who was going to get the ball.
Yeah, I think there'll be a tackle and a loss there because the ball was really nosed up at the 1. So very good defensive play by that front, bringing up 2nd and goal.
It may not be on this play, but you might see the quarterback try to get wide on one of these.
And there goes Carroll, left side. He cuts back and cuts into the end zone for the touchdown. A 2-yard run by the quarterback. Cade Carroll makes this a 6-0 South Choctaw lead.
Well, they've been running straight ahead for the last half dozen plays. They finally decided to let the quarterback take it. Pretty big hole on that left side that he was able to walk into the end zone.
Yeah, you start keying on one and the other guy gets you. That's what happened right there. It is going to be a 2-point play coming up. Carroll in the backfield. This time he's got Johnson to the left. He will hand off right side. It is Sykes coming around on the sweep, and he is going to take it across for the conversion, making it an 8-0 lead. And you see a flag on the field.
Yeah,
yep.
There's one laying on the 7-yard line. I think you're going to get a hold.
Holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay the try.
Now, what's interesting here is South Choctaw doesn't kick. Lowndes does. If they make this 2-point conversion, which that's going to hurt their chances now all the way back at the 13-yard line. But I guess Lowndes would have to match them, wouldn't you think? Or would they continue to try to kick once they score?
I don't play the old chasing points game. Not me. But, of course, he's got to make it first. That's just it. When you get a penalty like this, you usually just, let's kick the extra point. When you don't have a kicker, you can't do that. They got to go for 2 for 13 now. And it will be Boykin throwing the ball to the end zone, and it is intercepted. You can't return it. It remains 6-0 with 5:48 remaining in the first half of play. South Choctaw on top.
Another Guardian Credit Union story.
Hey, are we trimming the same as usual?
Yeah.
How's your baby girl doing?
She's great, but with 3 kids, we really need more space.
You should check out Guardian Credit Union. We got a home equity line of credit from Guardian to finish our basement. They have low rates and a great team that's easy to work with.
Really?
Yeah, my mom got a Guardian home loan to buy her house. They refinance too.
Thanks. I'll check them out.
Connect with Guardian for all your lending needs.
Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 912757.
It's the Larry Puckett boys, Kirk and Bruce.
We're locally owned, family owned since 1982, and we love to see our repeat customers come time after time.
We treat you like you want to be treated. We try to earn your business, not just this time, but next.
We try to keep around 100 pre-owned vehicles, and we have a big selection. Pretty much anything you'd want in a new Chevrolet, new ones arriving every day.
Larry Puckett Chevrolet, we let the customers do the talking.
Larry Puckett Chevrolet on Compsport Road in Prattville. LarryPuckett.com.
This is the AISA Championship Network.
First and 10, Lowndes Academy.
South Choctaw strikes first. They lead 3-time defending champion Lowndes Academy 6-0, and the Rebels of Lowndes will take over now after the kickoff from their own 36. First and 10.
Very impressive drive by South Choctaw. They didn't take it the length of the field, but they took it about 80 yards or close to it with that culminating run for a touchdown.
Running play with Hardy, left side, keeps his feet. He's across the 50, then to the 40, and now finally taken down at the 21. I spoke too soon. I thought they were finally going to get him down. He probably got 20 yards after they had him wrapped up.
Yeah, I think they had about, I don't know, a half dozen chances to bring him to the ground, and he broke through all of them until that last one. And one play, and they're right down on the 21-yard line.
33-yard gain.
Huge
53
play.
yards.
First down, Lowndes Academy.
Hardy, who looked like he might have been stopped right near the line of scrimmage, but once he got in the open field, he was tough to bring down, as you saw there. They'll give it to him again. This time they wrap him up and take him down for a loss back at the 21. They gave him forward progress, 21-yard line, so it will be 2nd and 11.
And I know these coaches know their players better than I do, but when you just ran the ball 50 yards, why do you go right back and give it to him again? Let him have a blow for a play.
Well, he can get a breather after he scores a touchdown.
I guess you're right.
Stokes, a trip set to the left, one receiver right. Hardy still in there to his right. And from the gun, he will look to pass. Here comes some pressure, and down he goes in the backfield, back on the 32-yard line. A sack. Big number 50 coming through there. Ben Knowles.
Ben Knowles, that is his 15th tackle for a loss, his 5th sack of the year. And I mean, there was no time at all for the quarterback Stokes to throw. I mean, he hadn't even cocked his arm yet before he was hit by Knowles.
All of a sudden,
huge
third
loss.
forever. Third.
Yeah.
They're at the 33. They've got to get to the 11. 22 yards to go. 4 receivers, 2 on each side for the quarterback, Stokes. He will roll right, look to pass back to the left. Throws, he's got an open receiver. It is intercepted, though. Down at the 5-yard line. The ball hung in the air a little long, and Dawson Sykes made him pay for it.
Dawson Sykes.
You know what, though, and I realize that you want to keep the football, but that's as good as a punt.
No return
That
on the
puts the ball down
interception.
inside the 5.
First
I'm not sure they could have made up the
down,
20-some-odd yards to make the first down, so that works out pretty good for Lowndes. Now they get their defense back out there and see if they can get the ball back here in the latter stages of this first half.
4:01 to go in the half, and a 6-0 lead by South Choctaw as they get the football on their own 4.
Well, look how tight that line is.
Up the middle with Boykin running that Wildcat. Picks up a yard, maybe 2, depending on the spot. Second down.
I don't think you could squeeze a sheet of paper between their shoulder pads. They are literally side by side, probably touching each other.
Tackle by Yelder.
It's almost like a wedge, which I know is illegal in football, but that's kind of what that looked like. That's one thing about Stacy Luker. He's not all about newfangled stuff. He's going to stick to what he's worked with over his 25 years of coaching, the single wing.
And it's worked for all those years.
Absolutely.
Running play, left side, and Carroll will go down in the backfield. A rare tackle for loss of him back to the 4. And it's 3rd and long.
Zach Azar, great pursuit there. That play got strung out to that left side, and there was nowhere for the running back to go. Carroll, I should say, the quarterback. And Lowndes Academy's got them right where they want them now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and 11, and they
3rd and 11.
can get the stop here. Possibly very good field position coming for them after
And they
the turnover.
excuse me, Michael, they may consider taking a timeout here if they get a stop, because now you're playing the clock, which is under 3 minutes.
Right.
In fact, that's what South Choctaw is doing. He's going to use as much time as possible, and he'll call a timeout.
We'll take a break as well. 2:34 left in the half. 6-0 South Choctaw leads.
At CB&S Bank, we've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Our long history of stability is because we stay current. Gain financial freedom with the most sophisticated digital products. Check balances, pay bills, transfer funds, and deposit checks from anywhere. Make purchases on your mobile device using your CB&S Bank debit card with mobile wallet at participating stores and restaurants. Learn more at cbsbank.com. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Charges and fees may apply from your cellular service provider. Contact your service provider for information.
Tallahassee Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram wants to express their heartfelt gratitude to all customers for your support and loyalty throughout the years. The dedicated staff looks forward to continuing to serve our great community with the care and respect you deserve. Shop now during the Black Friday sales event all month long for great savings. TallasseeAutomotive.com. Drive a little, save a lot.
You're listening to the AISA Football Championships from the AISA Championship Network.
Third and 11 after the timeout taken by South Choctaw. Both teams have 2 left in this first half. 2:34 remaining till halftime. And the ball at their own 4. And it is a running play. And it is a first down run. We've already seen this a couple of times from Cade Carroll, and he's done it again, but a flag is on the field.
Yeah, this one's coming back again, and we may have had a hold on South Choctaw.
Waiting the official to let us know that.
Holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay 3rd down.
Confirmed. It'll be half the distance, though.
Right. So they put it at the 5. Boy, that would have been a huge play. It's South Choctaw been able to convert to that first down.
It actually did gain a yard, though, based on where it happened.
But they will now have to do it again, and they stopped the clock. Now they're going to run it. I thought maybe they got him out of bounds, but they did not.
And
I was going to say Lowndes
is going to want to use one here. We'll keep it here. They got 2:20. They stop it. And that's what they'll have to work with. They know they're probably going to get good field position if they get another third down stop. But we've seen Cade Carroll, and he's done his magic a couple of times with the ball in his hands on third down.
I'm just very impressed. Really, both of these teams, their efficiency, their ability.
Timeout, Lowndes. It's their second timeout of the half. Reset the game clock to 2:25. 2:25.
I'm going to give them a couple extra seconds here, but you know, again, I've been covering Stacy Luker for about 25 years, and every time I've watched his teams play, the one thing that stands out is they typically do not beat themselves, and I think that's what we're seeing here again in this first half with a team that I don't know if they've got the athletes that Lowndes Academy does. It's hard to say that after watching some of these guys break off some of these runs, but they don't have a lot of speed. But look at them; they are being very successful running the football.
Both of these teams put up a lot of points so far this year, but it's been a defensive struggle here in this first half. Running play with Carroll again, and he is going to be short as stopped at the 9, and it'll be bringing up fourth down with 2:19 on the clock. They'll stop it again. Will Lowndes take their, what should be their final timeout.
You're right. Zach Azar that time read that cutback, and that's something, you know, that's one thing about quarterbacks. You can run a quarterback draw and be successful with it once or twice, but if they continue to do it, the defense is going to be looking for it, and that's what you had there.
Timeout, Lowndes. That's their final timeout of the half.
4th and 5. They'll have it at the 9 after this timeout and have to punt it. Will South Choctaw. Expect good field position for Lowndes and a possibility to get on the board. We have talked about their kicker, Waters Box. He's perfect on field goals this year, 9 for 9. He's a great kicker. 51 of 54 on extra points. So
only thing
if
is
they
we
get
don't
in position to kick one, you expect him to get that chance. Here.
But we don't know how long his longest one is, so that was not listed on the stats. They may have all been inside the 20-yard line, which right now you got a chance to get it to the 20-yard line.
A chance to return one. It is going to be Hampton back to return.
There's more than enough time for Lowndes to do something here.
Taylor to punt.
Pretty good kick.
It's going to hit and not be returned, and then take a Lowndes bounce to the 43 of South Choctaw. So the 43-yard line, a good short field to work with 2:09 on the clock. No timeouts, though, for Lowndes Academy.
That was a good 35-yard punt. Just right.
With no return, exactly. No a net on that of 35. Here we go, 1st and 10 for Lowndes from the 43.
How much are they willing to throw the football on this drive? We'll wait and see, but they really haven't had a lot of success in the air so far.
Stokes with 3 receivers, 2 to his left, 1 to the right. They do want to run. Hardy has fumbled it. It's on the ground. Looks like they did cover it up. Lowndes did get back on the ball near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Reed Owen got on top of it. It seemed like that ball was on the ground for a half an hour before somebody realized it. And you're right, that netted a yard.
2nd down. Now they will look to pass and throw over the middle. Slant is caught. Waters Box inside the 20, down to the 10, and into the end zone for a touchdown. And you see they threw the clipboard after that touchdown on the sideline. The Lowndes coaches, we're tied at 6.
A la Lane Kiffin. Well, that was a case. And wait a minute, I believe we've got a flag. Flag on the play. My goodness. Let's see where I'm looking for the flag. Do you see it?
No, I don't. No, I do now. I see it at the 42.
Blow the waist against the offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
It's right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's not just a penalty. That's a major distance penalty. Boy, that hurts if you're Lowndes Academy.
Well, it's a 42-yard touchdown wiping off the board penalty.
Yeah.
1:38 on the clock. Now, instead of 6-6, it's still 6-0. We take the ball back, and it will be back inside Lowndes territory. It's a huge penalty. 15-yard variety back to the 43 of the Rebels of Lowndes.
break for South Choctaw, though. Instead of a tie game, they got a chance to maybe get out of this without any points being given up. Having a discussion with the sideline over here with South Choctaw. Not sure what this is about. They should be happy. I don't think they'd be complaining about the officiating at this point. Stacy Luker out there trying to figure out something.
All right, first down. But no touchdown. First and 10 from the, or first and 25 from the 43. Trying to set up a screen, and it is going to be caught, but not much there for Houston Hampton. Picked up about 5, but they need 20 more. Second down, the clock's running, 1:14.
That was a safe play. By the way, it's third down, not second, because that was a second down call. Remember, they had a fumble on first down.
Rolling right, looking to pass is Stokes, and he's got a wide open receiver. It is caught across the 40 to the 38. That was completed by Dansby in the catch, and now you got a fourth down and short.
There was a lot of difficulty on that play. First, he threw it across his
flag on the field.
Got a flag down there. He threw it across his arm, threw it across his body, but then he also threw it on the far side of the field. I'm not sure where we're going with this penalty.
All right, talking with Shane Moy, the coach of Lowndes.
Maybe against South Choctaw, but it may be one of those type of penalties where they go back to the original spot and mark it off. I guess it depends on what it is. And Braden Stokes looked like he was favoring something.
Holding against the defense. 10-yard penalty.
Well, yeah, I assume they declined that penalty.
Well, actually, I think they're going to take it because they'll get the down over. They might lose about 3 or 4 yards. That would put the ball on the 40, right around where the original spot was to start this drive.
It's kind of a tough decision. I think it might have been, well, they were at the 48. They haven't moved it yet. That would move it to the 42. And you're right, it would be about a 3rd and 10 versus 4th and about 4.
I think I'd take the third down over again.
I think that's what I would do, too, for the extra down.
That's where I am on this.
Holding against the defense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay third down.
That's what they're doing, and it gives them the extra down to work with.
So
and it's really
third and 9
because they put it at the 42.
Right. And the clock is stopped, 1 minute to go, so that helps.
Yep, a minute left in the half and third down and 9 from the 42 of South Choctaw. Stokes wants to throw again. He will. It will be box again. This scored a moment ago when it was wiped off. It is a first down down to the 20. Same play. This time not a touchdown, but a first down nonetheless.
Well, it's nice to be able to go to the well and have the same success, although they didn't score the touchdown, but they're going to jump right up on the ball and snap it here as the clock is moving.
Stopped at 50 to move the chains. It's rolling again, and they're rolling again. Rolling right is Stokes to throw. He throws, and it's incomplete. He's trying to hit Hampton. It was trying to tightrope the sideline job. Incomplete. 41 seconds on the clock, 2nd and 10.
It's interesting how Lowndes Academy is using that wide side of the field. Typically, when you throw the football, you kind of like to use the short side, but that's not what they're doing here. They rolled twice now to the right side and didn't get the completion there, but did have a good successful pass before that one.
Stokes wants to throw again. Nobody there. Now lets it go. It is batted around and comes down incomplete. Well,
no, I think he caught it, but we've got a flag down.
Yeah, it's probably could be pass interference. So let's see. There's a play stand as a catch at the 7. It looks like it is a catch.
I think they're going to decline it and take the play,
which will give them 1st and goal.
Well, you're going to get a first down either way, so you might as well take the extra couple of yards. The other side of this is they will start the clock as soon as they hit the ready for play.
32 seconds on the clock.
Holding against the defense. Penalty is declined. First down, Lowndes.
First to goal, the ball at the 7, 32 seconds till halftime. Lowndes trying to draw even here, down 6-0. No timeouts. And the clock is back in motion, 30 seconds till halftime. Pistol formation for Stokes. They run the option right. Hardy gets the pitch. He's to the 5, he's to the pylon. And did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown.
Well, we had to wait. The official over there got taken out of the play. That was a race to the pylon, and it was won by the running back. That was strictly a sprint.
Chance for Lowndes to take the lead to the locker room with 18 seconds till intermission. They will attempt the extra point. And it will be box, Waters box. Perfect on field goals this year. He's 51 of 54 on his point after tries. Good snap and hold. The kick's up, and it is good, although they blew it dead.
Dead ball, illegal procedure against the kicking team. Replay, untimed down. 6.
Gonna have to do it again.
Yeah, this one will be a little longer. And again, when you don't kick a lot of extra point, or you don't kick it much, that 5 yards may mean something. This is basically a 25-yard field goal try.
South Choctaw had a penalty for a hold on theirs on a 2-point play, and they were unable to convert. But now the kick coming from box. And he did it again. He got it right through there, no problem at all. 7-6, Lowndes has the lead, 18 seconds left in the first half.
This is Brad Parker with Parker Tire and Service Center, and we just want to thank our many customers for the last 33 years here in Tallahassee.
Hey, this is Jamie Bush. Come see us for tires for your auto, trucks, lawn tires, farm tires, and we can do auto repair, air conditioning, alignments, and oil changes.
Parker Tire and Service Center, 1508 Gilmer Avenue, Tallahassee.
Hey, this is Jeremy Taunton with Tallahassee True Value. Come by and see me, Dale Taylor, or Brad Roberts for all your building material needs. And if you need a paint color matched, we can do it with our state-of-the-art matching system. Tallahassee True Value. We're local folks you've trusted since 1993. For all your hardware, lumber, paint, plumbing supplies, plumbing fixtures, windows, doors, nuts, and bolts, we've got it. And if we don't, we can get it for you. Tallahassee True Value, 1400 Gilmer Avenue.
This is the AISA Championship Network.
Box kicks, Johnson returning. Jack Johnson now to the 40-yard line.
On the return
for South Choctaw. We've got 12 seconds till halftime. A 7-6 lead now for Lowndes.
I had written down before I figured there was realized there was a penalty on the first time that Lowndes Academy scored that touchdown that was wiped out. A minute 38 was on the clock when they scored. They scored with 18 seconds left, so you do the math. They got rid of a minute and about 20 seconds. You kind of like that. You don't give this South Choctaw team a chance to do anything, quite frankly.
By the way, scored twice. One of the touchdowns was a race by penalty, and they had the first and 25 and ended up coming back and getting the first down. And then the touchdown. And a run right up the middle with Dansby, with Boykin, and he was stopped by Dansby. It will end the quarter, and that is the end of the first half. 7-6, our score. Lowndes Academy leading South Choctaw Academy here at Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. We'll come back with more in the halftime show on the AISA Championship Network.
The wake-up call.
Do you believe in wrestling? Do you think it's fake or real?
I think it's fake.
You don't believe it's real?
No, it's all staged.
Seriously?
No. You can't say. You got a 500-pound guy jumps off the top of the ropes and lands on your throat, but you're fine.
Wake up with the Wake Up Call, weekdays from 6 to 9 on WTLS, Score 94, and Hit 106.
Here at HDD Broadband, we appreciate all of our customers and we are always looking for ways to say thank you and reward your loyalty. Last year, we lowered our residential internet package prices. This year, we are happy to offer you more ways to save with our new loyalty referral program. This gives our residential customers an opportunity to receive a discount of up to 25% on their monthly internet bill. All you have to do is refer a new customer, make sure they know to give your name as their reference, and once their new service is installed, a 5% discount will be applied to your account. It is that simple. Restrictions do apply. For more information, contact us at 334-430-0049. Thank you for being a part of our HDD Broadband family.
Hospice services are considered the model for quality, compassionate care for people facing a life-limiting illness. At Community Hospice Care, it is our desire that you and your loved ones receive excellent care at the end of life's journey. As your only locally owned and operated nonprofit hospice, we strive daily to make a difference in the quality of life that you have. We provide expert medical care, pain management, nursing assistant care, emotional and spiritual support expressly tailored to the patient's needs and wishes. When a patient is admitted to hospice, we also pay for the patient's medications and supplies related to their diagnosis. Support is provided to a patient's loved one as well. Community Hospice Care can provide care in a patient's home, nursing home, or assisted living. Our team includes expert medical doctors, nurses, social workers, chaplain services, and so much more. Because we are your local hospice agency, all of our staff is local. This means fast on-call response time for you and your loved one. Community Hospice Care of Tallahassee. Compassionate care in difficult times.
People are talking about revived traditions. It's not football or baseball or basketball, not soccer, volleyball, or lacrosse, but it goes with any sport. It's Louie's Chicken Fingers, 1410 Gilmer Avenue in Tallahassee. Louie's has chicken fingers, wings, catfish, hush puppies, fresh veggies, salads, wraps, and more. Catering is available too. Specials and updates on Facebook at Louie's of Tallahassee. Before the game, after the game, anytime is Louie's time. Louie's Chicken Fingers, 1410 Gilmer Avenue, 991-4367.
The AISA Football Championships from the AISA Championship Network. This is the AISA Championship Network.
We're at Crampton Ball, the halftime of the second game of 3 today between Lowndes Academy and South Choctaw. Good one so far, very close. Hard-hitting game, 7-6, thanks to a late touchdown by the, I would say the Rebels, but they're both the Rebels. The Lowndes Academy Rebels, and they did it in about 2.5 minutes, getting it downfield and able to provide a touchdown run of about 6 yards that gave them the lead, the extra point by Waters Box. And we are ready to go now. I believe we're going to have a guest, or are we not going to have a guest? Anyway, we're going to, just to recap, there's not much to recap. The South Choctaw Rebels took the lead with 5:48 to go in the second quarter on a 2-yard run by the quarterback, Cade Carroll. That was a culmination of a long drive from about their 25-yard line. They were not able to convert the 2-point conversion, but they led it 6-0
And then Lowndes Academy had a couple of chances. They threw an interception down on the South Choctaw 4-yard line, but that in a way ended up helping them as they held South Choctaw to 3 and out, made them punt. Lowndes Academy got great field position right around their 40-yard line, and despite a 15-yard penalty, was able to drive it in and get the touchdown with 18 seconds to go to take the lead here at the break. We've got one more championship game coming up this evening. It's the 3A championship game. It'll be, well, let me find my notes. Bessemer Academy and Chambers Academy. They're all starting to run together, folks. I apologize. That'll be about 7 o'clock here at Crampton Bowl. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back. We got a special guest coming up here. We'll return to the AISA Championship Network.
You want Bama? You got it.
The celebration has begun.
This is Chris Stewart.
Let's get out of here.
Listen to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on WTLS.
Touchdown, Alabama.
The Tide plays here.
Bama looking deep again. Got a man wide open. Catch at the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
The Alabama Crimson Tide rolls on WTLS, Score 94 and Hit 106.
Strike up the band.
At CB&S Bank, we're always at the forefront of providing tailored cutting-edge financial solutions to our customers. It's just another reason why CB&S Bank has been here since 1906. Meet your financial goals with our customer-focused checking accounts and savings accounts for all of life's stages, events, and seasons. Compare our accounts online for the custom features that keep you moving forward at cbsbank.com. CB&S Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's Dr. Andrew Lovelady at 4D Veterinary Services.
Our goal here is to kind of get that one-stop shop back in the rural community. We want to have a traditional mixed animal practice. It's a great opportunity for us just to continue to provide a service that people need. 4 daughters, that is the center of our world, so to speak. We walk into church and, oh, there's the 4Ds, and that's who we are.
4D Veterinary Services on Highway 14, just past Heron's Crossroads. 4dvet.com on Facebook and Instagram.
Southeastern Insurance in Tallahassee is a local independent agent that can save you money, residential or commercial. Let them find a competitive rate and start saving now. Autos and trucks, mobile homes, and your family lake property. Plus coverage for all of your summertime lake toys, sea-doos, boats, ATVs, RVs, and bikes. Call them for a quote on your fishing and hunting lodge. Keep it local and get local service. Southeastern Insurance, LLC in Tallahassee. Call Roger Davidson or Star Cannon today, 334-283-4933.
Hey, this is your old buddy Billy Robbins at Freedom Propane. Come pick out a new set of gas logs, tankless water heater, or room heater at our office at Gilmer Avenue. We can handle all your propane gas needs. We have tanks to rent or purchase. We are always proud to serve you. Call your buddies in the gas business. Call Bud for gas. That's 283-4427.
Wherever you want to fly, the Montgomery Regional Airport wants you to get there with nonstop destinations to Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas, and Washington, D.C. MGM is your gateway to adventure. Visit flymgm.com to book your next experience.
This is the AISA Championship Network.
Halftime here at Crampton Bowl, the 2A championship game. Lowndes Academy with a late touchdown. Leads South Choctaw 7-6. We bring in a gentleman that he and I, we go back. I don't even want to say how far we go back. Bob Taylor, he's now with Clark Prep. He's also part of a association. And you're right, I can't read Michael's writing here. So you're going to have to help me out.
Right.
Go ahead and tell me what it is.
The chairman of the AISA Athletic Committee and president of the Headmasters.
Headmaster, that was the one I was having trouble with, Headmasters. He wrote Headmasters. So anyway, first of all, good to see you. It's been great to see you again. We go back a ways. You and I were talking about when you were coaching. And do you miss it?
I get my itch every once in a while, and I'll slip out to practice at home and help them for a little bit. Then something will happen in school, and that kind of gets me away from them a little bit. So
Kind of way it works.
I helped them with volleyball this year a good bit. So that kept me busy. I got a daughter that plays, so I helped them probably a good bit. And then once volleyball was over, I slipped out and helped Coach Charlie out with football some. So I got my itch, but I didn't have to be the one in charge of all of it. So.
You could leave when you wanted to.
Right, exactly.
Which is kind of nice sometimes.
Yes, it is.
Which brings up and Charlie Taylor's been around a long time.
Yes.
And, of course, he was at South Choctaw, won a state championship, I believe, there.
Yes, he did.
It's interesting how, Stacy Luker was a coach for 25 years before he decided to come back.
Yep.
You coached a while. It's interesting how these coaches are coming back.
Yep.
And hadn't changed much. Now, some of them have gone to the spread or the RPO or whatever, but for the most part, I mean, we're watching basically the wing tee here, the single tee, run by Stacy Luker, and it's worked pretty well. Got them an undefeated season.
Yes, they've had a good year. We actually played both of these teams this year. So Coach Luker's done a great job. They've come in. They've got that little 5 single wing tee look going, and got a real good kid, number 3. He's a tremendous athlete. Gets up and down the field well, and Coach Luker just does a good job. Always does. And then, Shane at Lowndes, Shane got his start coaching football with me. I let him call some plays, and they hired him after I left, and he's done a tremendous job also with it. So of course he's got Matt and Cliff, and just a good all over base.
And you of all people, you can talk about how important those assistants are, that makes a huge difference.
A huge difference. Coach Luker's got Rob's back over there that was there for years. Rob Johnson, and he helps him a good bit. And he's got a couple others. Coach Owens, I think, is over there helps him. So they've got there's some good coaching going on in this league right now. So.
I know one thing that we're watching, and I'm going to bring up what happened with Macon East this year with Glen Law. Really, you can go back to last year, getting these young men to come out and play football. And I don't know what kind of, if there's any issues at all. You just told me you had a small number of upper school players, but are you starting to see maybe a turn back, an upward turn?
Yeah, I mean, you got some that, it's going. As well as our association, all schools, it goes in cycles. And we've been pretty good the last 2 years at Clark Prep. We played here 2 years ago against probably one of the best teams I've seen, Patricia, in here. And then Banks beat us last year in the semifinals. So, you look and you can kind of see, we got to make sure we keep some kids out and do all that. And then you have some kids move or leave or do whatever. And then you look up and you're like, oh, wow. And then you turn around the next year and, you might have 25 out. So it's just a matter of what you find and them growing up. I think we had, I'll take Clark Prep. I think we dressed 23 on the junior high and we had 28 on the Pee Wee. So it's coming, and it's just like that everywhere else. So Coach Lott, I think he's planning on being back in 11-man next year. So, and I think Lakeside is too, but we don't know who might have to step down for a year to kind of get the program back where they need it to be.
I know the patience of a coach when you're talking about numbers.
Yes.
You have no control over it. You hope you can get maybe one or two that didn't plan on playing, but it does help to at least have a 11 on 11 in practice. Sometimes
Exactly.
You don't always get to do that.
Exactly.
Tell me about first of all, this Headmasters Association. Is that?
It's been around for a long time. I took it over from John Mahaffey 2 years ago.
Now, there's a name I hadn't heard in a long time.
Yep. Dr. Mahaffey was head of the association, and he went over into Georgia, and he left me some things to do, and I kind of took a year to figure it out. I really didn't know. I'm used to being in that coaching world, headmaster world. Not a lot different. But,
a lot of those guys used to be coaches.
They are, a lot of them, and even some of the females are former coaches. So that kind of worked out well. So we had a big meeting a couple of weeks ago. We had a big conversation about the Choice Act and how that's going to affect all of our schools. We had probably, I think there's 93 AISA schools with our academic members and athletic members, and we probably had half of that were at the Headmaster Association meeting. We give 3 scholarships at the end of the year. And wow, that was really competitive last year. So we're trying to do things to help our headmasters grow, like our Coaches Association does, that we have a sounding board where we can go communicate, hey, what are you seeing in middle school? Because everybody talks about middle school kids because they're all crazy.
That's a good point.
Everybody comes for Grandparents' Day for elementary school, and they love all the high school kids because they can all, they're generally get to that point where they can drive. Nobody wants some middle schoolers. So.
Well, I've gone through mine, and I got grandchildren. They're not there yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. Even if I know, I can just hand them back to them. So take them home.
Exactly. But so we talk about different things that we can do that might work at your school. Fundraising ideas, because everybody fundraises. How are you handling this situation? How are you doing this problem? So it allows us to be able to bounce ideas off each other in a setting. We talk about legal issues that we all face more and more every day. It's built. That group is built to try to grow our headmasters and have a better communication, much like what Coach Lott's done with our Coaches Association.
And for me, the word communication is so important. I don't care if you're talking about a school, a church, a football team, whatever. Right. And I'm glad to hear that that's going well because it's needed. Which brings me to this: we're watching what's happening in the Public School Association, the AHSAA. Private schools there, they're feeling pressured. Right. The way in which their athletics, how they're basically. They're now being counted in a higher classification when they're successful.
Right.
Do you foresee a day where maybe some of those programs come over to the AISA?
I think possibly. You talk to some of the headmasters that are in the AHSAA, their schools playing there, and they're not real happy with a lot of things that go on. The biggest thing with our association that everybody talks about is travel. So, and that has a lot to do with it. And you look at a Faith Academy who was in our association for many years. Right.
Well, you just lost 4 schools that, left and went to the AHSAA. And interestingly, they did real well in football, which I thought was, good for them, I guess.
They did well. Pickens kind of struggled a little bit, made the playoffs. Actually played right down the road from us at Leroy. But I think I can see them wanting to come back if the public schools keep navigating the way they're navigating. So they keep pushing more pressure and pressure and pressure. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn. I would think the AHSAA wants all of us. And
I think you're right. Yeah.
But I think there's capability in our state to have 2 programs, and I think it would be good. You take our school, we pull kids from 6 counties that come to Clark Prep. So, and we're not alone. I mean, I know Morgan does. They pull from a big wide area. So it's just a matter of time. I think if people can see the good of our association and how things go. And, I went to 1 or 2 public school games this year to watch buddies coach or whatever. And it's AISA is a different atmosphere than what you see in the public school world.
Yeah.
One of our football games this year, it was when we played South Choctaw. I thought I was going to have to go referee the kid game on the practice field, so we had the lights on. And
they still do that.
Oh, they were having a big time. And, I walked out there and I was like, hey, guys. And I look up, and they done divided up teams, and there's kids from both teams. So, I don't know how the public school games that I went to, you're not able to do that. So, and our kids know each other. A lot of them play peewee against each other, and then they grow up playing each other, and then they go on an all-star game or play against each other during state championship games. I know we had 3 girls play in the all-star volleyball game, and we've competed against Hooper and Macon East in softball and all that. Well, they wound up on the same team, and next thing I go back to school on Tuesday or Wednesday, and one of the girls was like, hey, Coach, we've been Snapchatting, talking with the girls from – so, there's that camaraderie that our association could offer that maybe AHSAA can't offer from a whole statewide parameter. And I think if we can get out and sell that to the private schools and the public school, I think we can pull them back.
Well, it's something to keep an eye on for the next several years. Yes. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but I'll be curious, and I may be long gone before it all happens. But I don't want to go into that. But anyway, hey, listen, it's good to catch up with you.
Yes, sir.
Good luck the rest of the way, Clark Prep. I know there were some times when they were the team to beat to win some championships, and it didn't matter what sport it was.
Yep. Matter of fact, I have Coach Hamilton is with us upstairs today, so he's still around. He's going to help us with some junior high football, and he slips out to practice every once in a while with football. So
just can't get away from it.
He can't get away from it.
That's right.
So it's all good, and it's a good day. It's a beautiful day for football.
This has been fantastic. I had to put on my sweater. Glad that we finally have got cool weather as Thanksgiving is approaching. Bob, always fun. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate it.
All
Thank
right.
y'all.
Bob Taylor, longtime coach here in the AISA. Now he's helping in administration in the association. We'll take a break. It's 7-6. We're at halftime. Both teams are out and warming up, getting ready for the second half. Lowndes Academy on top, 7-6. We'll be back.
Hey, this is Jeremy Taunton with Tallahassee True Value. Come by and see me, Dale Taylor, or Brad Roberts for all your building material needs. And if you need a paint color matched, we can do it with our state-of-the-art matching system. Tallahassee True Value. We're local folks you've trusted since 1993. For all your hardware, lumber, paint, plumbing supplies, plumbing fixtures, windows, doors, nuts, and bolts, we've got it. And if we don't, we can get it for you. Tallahassee True Value, 1400 Gilmer Avenue.
Tallahassee Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram wants to express their heartfelt gratitude to all customers for your support and loyalty throughout the years. The dedicated staff looks forward to continuing to serve our great community with the care and respect you deserve. Shop now during the Black Friday sales event all month long for great savings. TallahasseeAutomotive.com. Drive a little, save a lot.
This is the AISA Championship Network.
Getting close to the start of the second half, a 7-6 Lowndes Academy lead. They will be kicking off. Waters Box has already teed it up on the 40-yard line, and we're ready to get started. Temperatures have cooled off quite a bit here at Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. It will be a bit cooler once we get to the 3A game, which will follow our action here in the 2A championship. Already today, a championship. 2 in a row now for Cornerstone Christian. Lowndes Academy going for its 4th straight. It's a short kick. Is fielded and covered up at the 35-yard line. And that's where South Choctaw will begin. That one covered up by Will Braswell.
You know, one of the things to keep in mind as we start this second half, and the game has been shortened. It's because both of these teams are running the football. You're not going to get to run as many plays, so therefore you got to make the most of your possessions, and especially in the case now that South Choctaw's behind. Even if it's a point, you got to do something with the football almost every time you're out there.
Running play, Boykin up the middle, gets it out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 2. South Choctaw struck first today with a touchdown by their quarterback, Cade Carroll, then came back. Lowndes right before the end of the half with a touchdown by Jeremy Hardy of 7 yards out. The extra point is the difference right now.
I don't think Stacy Luker's going to change his spots. If he does, it'll be a shock to all of us. They're going to try to stick to what brung them, and I think you're going to see they want to make it work. It has worked for the most part.
Quarterback keep. The shifty QB, Cade Carroll, picks up yardage up to the 43, bringing up 3rd and 3.
Well, you had a choice of Lowndes Academy Rebels around the football there. Waters Box was there. Also, Zach Azar has been in on a lot of tackles. This guy's a defensive tackle, and he's coming from the far side. He's coming from the opposite side of the field to make tackles, and I think that's going to be the key. If they can slow down the progress of whether it be the running back or the quarterback, they're going to give Azar a chance to make the tackle. Now a big 3rd down for South Choctaw.
Boykin has the first down. It looks like he does, maybe with a second push from his teammates.
It's going to be close. It's going to be depend on if it's a left spot or a right foot spot.
Yeah, I'll see if they eyeball it or actually bring out the change to measure.
We haven't had a measurement all day. They're not going to get one here.
That's kind of the nature of things these days. If it's close enough, they give it to you. Would have been 4th and short, but it is just enough for a first down. You know, we just had our halftime and seen some of the folks come up from game 1, and we saw Zeke Adams, who had that unbelievable game, ran for 395 yards and 7 touchdowns. He just
and the last 95 yards was on the last time he carried it.
That was a long 95-yard run on that run for a touchdown. Yeah, that almost put him up to 400 of the day. The player, obviously, of the game for Cornerstone. Running play up the middle, not much there.
Pushes forward for a 1 yard.
It's a 1 yard pickup, 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9.
You talked about how fast this game's moving. These two teams like to run the football, and it's churning clock.
I always love the old saying. I got it from Skip Carey. These two teams are playing like they're double parked. The only problem is nobody knows what that means anymore.
2nd and 9 from the 47. It's a quarterback keep. Nothing there, and down goes Cade Carroll. He was trying to find somewhere to jump in. There was nowhere to go, and it's 3rd down.
You know, Hayes Turner, playing left guard, actually made a good block. But there were just too many red jerseys over there, and it just didn't leave enough room to run. Again, Azar was over there. They are doing a much better job of attacking the ball. They're not pursuing into the backfield as much as they're playing the line of scrimmage. And right now that's working.
3rd and 9. Option right. Carroll has got the corner. He's got a first down, but another flag. He was waiting on the lead block, which happened to be his running back, Boykin, who turned up for him. And what looked like an option, but it was a keeper by the quarterback. And he's done this multiple times in this game, and it's more than a couple of times now. It's going to be called back.
Well, once again, somebody was making a good block. I couldn't see who it was. We'll see officially that it's going to be probably a holding.
Holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay 3rd down.
The thing is, whoever it was, and I'm sorry I don't know who it was, had made his block, but he held on too long. If he'd have just let go, it wouldn't have mattered. It would have been a first down.
Backs them up to the 39. They've got to get to the 44 on the Lowndes side. They're on their own 39-yard line. And it's 3rd down again. 3rd down and about 17 yards to go.
Well, I really like the way that Carroll picks. I mean, he finds somewhere to run. He will keep moving back and forth till he finds it.
Running play on a handoff left side. And it's going to be a nice run, but it will not be enough. But I think a flag for maybe a face mask came in late as Sykes made the run out across midfield to the 49. He's going to be short. But we'll see about that penalty play, if it will turn into a first down.
Yeah, I saw the face mask. Is it a 5 or a 15-yard version? We'll find out.
Well, it may be a first down either way. It's about 5 yards from the first down.
We hadn't called Sykes. I don't think
we've
he's
run
called
it
his
one
name.
time.
Is it once?
Yeah, he's had that same run one time other than that one today.
We got 2 flags. One is back behind the end of the run. The other one is in front of it.
The question is it for the same thing? Or 2 different ones?
Face mask against the defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It is apparently for the same thing. And it is a first down, even if the 5-yard variety is enough to move the chains, and it puts it at the 44 of Lowndes. You know, it's interesting that Lowndes on its scoring drive at the end of the first half had a 1st and 25 situation they overcame. That was a big one for South Choctaw to keep this one going. A big 3rd down conversion. They had 3rd and 16. And now they've got a first down, running with Boykin right up the middle to the 41 for 3.
Ashton Yelder making the tackle. We hadn't called his name much today, but he has been clogging up some holes. Yeah, both of these teams are helping the other. Penalties have really made a difference in some of these drives, and we'll see what happens here. But certainly on that last touchdown drive that Lowndes had at the end of the first half, they would not have scored had there not been a key penalty by South Choctaw.
2nd and 7.
Boykin again up the middle. This time he is denied. Nothing there. 1 yard maybe. 3rd down. 3rd and 5 coming up at the 39.
Dansby was there. So was Carver. Boy, Dansby's probably got a half dozen tackles at least already. He seems to be around the ball all the time.
3rd and 5.
Well, I can guess it's going to either be Tate Carroll or Jackson Boykin. That's my hunch, considering they touched it 90% of the time today. It is going to be the quarterback, Carroll. He is going to take it down for a 1st down to the 32. It's tough to stop. Picked up about 8 yards and moves the chains again.
Have you noticed he turns sideways when it looks like he's about to get hit? Nobody gets a hard shot on him. He might have taken 1 or 2 today, but it's almost like he slips through your not even an arm tackle. Both of these teams just very good at what they do.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already for South Choctaw on this drive. Another 1st down at the 32 of Lowndes.
Well, somebody moved.
Yeah, had an empty set with that Wildcat, but before they get the snap off, a penalty flag flies in again.
Gage Adams.
Illegal procedure against the offense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 1st down.
Puts it at the 37 and 1st and 15.
Have we commented on the number of people across the way that South Choctaw has? I know some of those fans might have come in for the next game, but we got a great crowd here for this.
Now, on both sides.
Yeah.
No doubt. Same set. Boykin takes it himself and drives down to the 34. He only picked up 3 on 1st and 15. 2nd down, 12 yards to go.
Gee, I wonder who made the tackle. Oh, there's Crawford Dansby again. And he took the brunt of that hit that time. He went to the ground, but still able to grab his legs and bring him to the ground. They did pick up a couple of yards, but look at your clock. They've already run half of this quarter off the clock.
Yes, and this has been all South Choctaw. This is their opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Running play. Right side, quarterback keeper this time for Carroll. Not a lot there. Good defensive stop again by Lowndes. He failed to gain in his 3rd down.
There were 7 red jerseys either on that play, on that tackle, or within a yard vicinity. That was just great pursuit. 59 is going to get, excuse me, that's not 59. 69, Carver is going to get credited for the tackle, but there was just nowhere for him to go.
Well, they had the 5-yard penalty that made it 1st and 15. A 3-yard run by Boykin, nothing there on the carry by Carroll. Brings up 3rd and 12. Looking to pass this time. Here comes pressure, gets it off, throws it up for grabs, and it is intercepted back at the 15. A big pick by Stokes as he goes down at the 17. Man out of step, but with the pressure coming in on Carroll, he couldn't get a good throw off.
I'm going to say the same thing I said about the interception that Lowndes Academy threw late in that 1st half. That's just as good as a punt. You were going to have a really tough time getting a 1st down on about 3rd or 4th and 12, and you at least got them inside their 20-yard line. By the way, that ended about an 8-minute drive?
Close to it. Look at the pass, Stokes. He's got a man open. He throws, and it's incomplete. Boy, just about a completion. It was intended for Crawford Dansby. He got behind the defense, but the pass just offline.
Well, I also think Carroll might have got a hand on that. He came streaking across the field, jumped in front of the intended receiver. If he didn't touch it, he at least messed it up by being around it. I think that's the first time that we've stopped the clock on a play in this quarter.
at 4:17 is where it is. Stokes on the keeper, nothing doing. He's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Ben Knowles. He also has been around the ball most of the day for South Choctaw defense. And now they're behind the sticks.
Trying to put a stop to this 3-season streak of championships for Lowndes.
And as I mentioned, that interception that South Choctaw threw, if they could get a 3-and-out here, it's going to work in their favor.
Well, it was a 3-yard loss there, so 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. And going down the field, and it is going to be intercepted. This time, it is picked off by John Taylor for South Choctaw. So we trade off interceptions. And now the Rebels of South Choctaw are in business with the ball at the 40-yard line of Lowndes.
And the way I see this, South Choctaw netted about 2 yards and a set of 4 downs, as opposed to a 3rd or 4th down and 12 to go. And they reset. They got a chance now to try to take it back down the field. Kind of like chess. You play chess, right?
No, it's been a while.
Well, I don't either, but it sounded good.
1st and 10 from the 40. Boykin on a Wildcat run right up the middle of the defense to the 38. Gain 2.
And he literally followed his center. But Stokes was there. I think Stokes a little upset that he threw that interception.
7-6 game. Lowndes leads. That was the score at halftime. Scoreless through almost 9 minutes now of this 3rd quarter play.
Remember what we said about possessions. There's not going to be very many in the second half. This is the 3rd possession of this quarter. The first one, South Choctaw ran about 8 minutes off the clock.
Boykin up the middle to the 35.
I mean, I feel like I'm watching the 4 horsemen of Notre Dame here.
100th anniversary, right?
That's right. This weekend, Yankee Stadium. I just thought I'd throw that in for a plug. But anyway, this is the type of football we used to watch back in the 50s and 60s. It's not the wishbone, but the single wing, double wing, which you saw a lot of teams run back then. I think Coach Nealon was instrumental in that offense. But that's what you're seeing right now. It's mano-a-mano on the blocks, finding holes for the receivers and the running backs.
3rd and 5. It is going to be a running play. Quarterback hit from behind and drop for a short gain, short of the 1st down. Yelder has been there a couple of times, and he denied Carroll the 1st down. 4th down, and they need now 2 yards to go, maybe 3 from that spot at the 33.
Now, do you want to play field position here? I would pooch it if it were me. I know you only need 3 yards.
I think they're going for
You're
it.
going to go for it, probably. That seems to be the thing to do this day and age.
You got the tandem of Carroll and Boykin, and as strong as they've been, they're going to run it right here. 4th down and 3. Hoping to draw them off. They haven't done it yet. And whistles blow. Timeout is taken on the field. 1:25 left in the 3rd quarter.
South Choctaw.
It is 7-6, Lowndes on top.
Hi, my name is Brad Mason, City President of First Community Bank of Central Alabama. It's football season, and now is the perfect time to touch down on a personal loan. Maybe you've been thinking about getting that new vehicle for the game day travel or an RV camper for the ultimate tailgating experience. We offer competitive rates and quick turnaround times to get you the loan that best suits your individual needs. First Community Bank is your locally owned financial institution. We currently operate 8 full-service branch locations across Elmore and Autauga counties, a full-service mortgage company, and a wealth management division. Our team of local professionals is empowered to make decisions at the local level because we best understand the unique needs of the people in the communities. Whether you're looking to open your first checking account or financing a home, we offer prompt professional services tailored to meet your individual financial needs. We have 2 conveniently located branches in Tallahassee, located at 526 Gilmer Avenue and 28 Neptune Road. Call or stop by today and let the First Community team help you make this season one to remember. First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to the AISA Football Championships from the AISA Championship Network.
Timeout was taken. It's 7-6 and 4th down and 3 from the 33 for South Choctaw. They trail a point here in the third quarter, 1:25 remaining, and they're going for it. Wildcat for Boykin. He will take it, go left. He is mowed down. He is short of the first down. He did not get it, and guess who? Dansby.
He's been unbelievable defensively. And I'm not going to say I told you so, but I'm looking at this like Lowndes knows what's going to happen. They bring 9 people up in the box. They left the safety back on around the 25-yard line.
First down, Lowndes Academy.
Again, I'm playing field position now. I just feel like you had to your defense is doing a great job. Now you give the ball on the 33-yard line.
Stokes, who threw a pick the last time he had it, will hand it off. It will be Hampton coming around right side across the 40-yard line. Spun down at the 42. A flag has come in again. He picked up 9, but this one might be coming back.
Yeah, illegal use of hands is going to be the call here, I believe. So that'll work out for South Choctaw. And again, Lowndes Academy is going to put themselves behind the sticks. Would have had maybe even a first down.
Holding is the indication. Both of these teams have had their fair share of penalties thus far. That one takes it to the 24 of Lowndes. And they'll replay first down. First down and about 19. Trips formation, 3 receivers on the left side and 1 to the right for the quarterback, Stokes. He wants to run. He'll go left. He's got yardage across the 30, 35, and finally take it down to the 38. That was a great run on 1st and 19. He's just 6 yards short of the first down.
You know, he had been caught in the backfield a lot in that first half and even on this first possession. So that's easily his best run of the day, and it got them out of a hole. Now they got second and very manageable, second and about 6.
Sends one wide to the right and a pistol formation this time. Option out of it, pitch right, and broken tackle, and then a good play to hold them to just a yard on the run by Hardy.
Jack Johnson with a nice open field tackle on a guy that is really, we have not seen a lot of Hardy carrying the football. He did a little bit early. Of course, he had the huge touchdown run to give, or actually to tie the game, and then the extra point by Waters. But we might see more of him, as they are probably not going to get this snap off here to end the quarter.
That is going to do it. 3 quarters complete. A 7-6 Lowndes lead on the AISA Championship Network.
It's not something we want to talk or even think about, but there is peace of mind in knowing that with the loss of a loved one, your needs will be taken care of. The cost of a funeral can easily reach several thousands of dollars, but cremation is becoming a more economical option for families. 50 years ago, cremation rates were less than 10%. Just last year, the national average was up to 60%. Jeffcoat Funeral Home offers direct cremation services and pre-planning. For more information, visit their website at jeffcoatfuneralhome.com.
Neptune. I'm Amanda Myers. I've been here for almost 2 years. I'm a meter cell operator. The money that we make is pretty good. Go Panthers.
Neptune Technology Group. Tallahassee.
This is the AISA Championship Network. Now, back to the action from Crampton Bowl with Graham Dunn and Michael Butler.
Well, it's been all you asked for. 2 undefeated teams battling it out as we head to the 4th quarter. Lowndes Academy leads South Choctaw 7-6. Just 12 minutes remain in this one. And now a big 3rd down play coming up for Lowndes. From their own 40-yard line. They need 3. Stokes, he's running a lot today. He's running it again. He's got the first down. He got up close to the 45. They gave him that mark. That's enough to move the chains.
I don't know what Moy and his coaching staff saw before this game, but as we mentioned, their quarterback had not carried the ball more than about 30 times. 36 carries coming in. Seems like he's already got that many in this game. I know he doesn't, but he may have half of that. And he has not had a lot of success they see something that they feel like that they can exploit, and it's worked so far here in these last couple of plays.
Handoff. Oh, great defensive play. It was Hampton on the run, but stunning through was Camden Fuller coming in to make the tackle in the backfield for a loss of 5.
And once again, Lowndes Academy behind the stakes. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. That's kind of the way they've been today, but when they have been able to maintain the ball inside in between the stakes, they've been pretty good. But here we go again, second and about 14.
Spreading it out with some receivers to the right, 3 in all. They got a hard count jump.
Gave it right back.
Yes, indeed.
I was about to say something as we'll get the offside call here from our official.
I think his microphone died.
It's either that or he's just decided not to turn it on anymore. It's 10 minutes, 48 seconds left in the game. In most cases, that's an eternity. Not this one. This is a huge series for this South Choctaw defense. They need to get a stop as soon as they can to get the ball back. And the further this drive goes, the further that South Choctaw is going to have to drive to have a shot at winning.
Second down and 10 to go. Stokes again. Got a couple. Got it to the 49, maybe 3 yards. Third down coming up. Third and about 7 to go.
And you can live with that play if you're Lowndes Academy for everything I just mentioned. You've got the lead. You know the team that you're playing can't kick the football very well. They're pretty much going to keep it on the ground. We might see them throwing it a little bit more under these circumstances when they get the ball back. But very important that Lowndes Academy keeps that clock rolling is what they're doing.
They got the 1-point lead, 10 minutes left in this one. Third down and about 7. Up the middle and not going to get it on this play. A couple of yards, maybe 3 to the 48, bringing up 4th down.
And I have no doubt they're going to punt here. I just wonder if Shane Moy is saving the legs of his top running backs for when they get it back here. And they're going to get it back at some point in this 4th quarter, you would think.
They are planning to punt it. Waters Box is going to step back in punt formation.
South Choctaw doesn't think so. Now they're going to run somebody back. Carroll's back there. Boy, they need a good punt return here. Somebody moved.
Yeah, I think it's going to be offensive. Of course, if it's against the defense, it's first down. It is a procedure call. Fourth and 8. Carroll back to return. Box punting. And it's a line drive punt that is going to bounce away from Carroll. He's watching it roll into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Old guard against the new. It's Stacy Luker with all of these years of experience and championships to boot, going up against Shane Moy, who's been the guy that's been tough to beat here of late. 3 straight for them in Lowndes. First year for Luker in the AISA. He is a longtime coach at Sweetwater. He coached several championships between there and another one added at Clark County. He's won everywhere he's been.
Won his 250th game in the semis.
Ranks up there with the best in this state for sure. Running play right side. Cade Carroll again, and a good first down gain. Went out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line, a couple of yards shy of the first down. 8:47, you know, the way they milked the clock today, they could just about drain it and win it on this drive. They had an 8-minute drive in the third quarter, 8:47 left in the game as they start this one. Running play up the middle, and Boykin has the first down to the 32.
On the carry.
And I'm not sure how Lowndes is going to approach this, because
4-yard gain.
they know that if South Choctaw can get it deep in Lowndes territory, they're going to have to consider having some time left to try to come back and either score a touchdown, depending on what happens here. But one of those old-fashioned games.
Running right with Boykin again. This time he picks up 2 yards to the 34. 2nd down and 8. 8 minutes to go.
You know, some people would say this game would set back football 30 years. I'm saying I'm loving every minute of it. This is like a pitcher's duel. Nobody likes pitcher's duels anymore in baseball. I do. I guess that's because I'm 60 years old. We won't talk about that. But this is just good old-fashioned hitting. That's all it is.
Option left. Carroll cuts back. 1st down. Yes, it looks like he's got it up at the 43. That's what he needed.
Yeah, I think he's got it by about a half a yard.
This is just what Stacy Luker would want right now. The ball in the hands of his offense, the way they can move it, methodically moving down the field and running clock at the same time with a chance to win it, possibly.
I don't have the numbers on the time of possession for South Choctaw in the second half, but it's got to be approaching about 12 minutes.
And you wonder if it's starting to wear down Lowndes a little
I was
bit.
about to say that.
We close in on 7 minutes to go. It's 1st and 10. And it's Carroll again, right side. And he's up close to midfield. He's averaged 11.6 yards per carry this season.
I don't know if he's got that today, but he, you know, again, you keep hitting this guy, he keeps hitting back.
6 yards on that one, 2nd and 4, up near midfield.
It takes a toll on you.
2nd down and 4.
And Lowndes Academy's offense, and I realize that a lot of these guys are going both ways, but the offense has not been out on the field very much in the second half, as I just mentioned.
Carroll again, right side, and it's a 1st down. He keeps his feet to the 40, down to the 39, and the crowd goes crazy from South Choctaw with a big 1st down run by their quarterback.
And on this drive anyway, I think the first time we see maybe some fatigue showing up, Waters Box probably saved a touchdown with that tackle.
38-yard line, 6:15 left to play, 1st and 10. And a 7-6 game. Lowndes has the 1-point lead, but South Choctaw threatening.
And I think Carroll's got to be approaching 200 yards in rushing, wouldn't you think?
He's definitely over 100, I'd say. Running left, little end around, and a nice run to the 28-yard line. Jack Johnson.
That's a nice trap play by South Choctaw. I think they've run that once or twice already today, but again, the hole kind of opened up, and
10 yards at his 1st down.
Yeah, Johnson probably enjoyed finding a hole like that.
It was a nice wrinkle in that, what they've been doing. That was something misdirection. So 1st down, 5:39 left to play, 28 of Lowndes. Up the middle with Boykin. He breaks a tackle. Then he stood up as he gets to the 22, and they will push the pile forward inside the 20. And now they've blown it dead at the 19. He's got 9 yards.
I don't know what else you could say. This is power football, just what Stacy Luker wants.
It's interesting. They moved the ball back to the 20 after it had been marked at the 19.
At the 20-yard line.
5 minutes to go.
Shane Moy's got to be watching that clock just tick away, figuring what do we got to do, because they're not going to put the ball in the air.
Carroll right. Carroll to the 1st down marker and then some. Inside the 15 to the 14. Another South Choctaw 1st down. The clock is at 4:45. Well, he might start using some of those timeouts now. They have all 3 left. South Choctaw has 2.
South Choctaw.
You get inside 3 minutes, you probably need to do that.
1st and 10 at the 14.
A lot of hands on hips by that Lowndes Academy defense right now.
1st and 10 from the 14. Carroll in the gun. Hands off to Boykin. Boykin left side. Got to the 10. They're pushing him forward. They're going to mark it at the 10. He picked up 4. Clock's continuing the run. 4:07, 4:06. Well, if they get a first down without scoring here, I think Shane Moy's going to have to start using those timeouts. They're under 4 minutes now.
Definitely, if they get a first down, that'll be at around the 4, inside the 5. I mean, you basically treat it like you're going to have to get the ball back.
And another point to make, South Choctaw does not kick. So they're down here looking to score a touchdown. They haven't used a kicker this year, really. Here's a running play with Carroll Wright. He's to the 8. He's down to the 7, and they blow it dead there. It will be 3rd down, 3:30 to go in the game. 3rd down and about 3.
I was watching Ashton Yelder there. He was trying to rip the ball away from Carroll, and he almost did it.
Ball on the 7, they need the 4. They got 2 plays to get the first down.
And we're getting close to the 3-minute mark.
And they're taking all the time they can take.
Well, I think everybody in that huddle knows who's probably going to run the ball here.
10 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle. 3rd down play from the 7. Carroll running right. They threw a flag. They had a hold. And there's another flag that comes in late. I'm not sure if it's for the same thing, but we all saw that hold.
Yeah, Hayes Turner grabbed a hold of somebody's arm. Yeah, and that's going to be a huge penalty, 10 yards, unless there was another one against Lowndes. I do not know what the second flag is for. It may be what we used to call in the game a support flag.
Holding.
Again, it was not necessary.
And that is the only call he makes.
Yeah, Carroll was going to get beyond the line of scrimmage, and for whatever reason, that holding call really hurts him. It puts him now 3rd and about 13.
Now the ball at the 17. It was a 10-yard loss. They had the first down.
Now I'll make this point, Michael. Now the clock may be a foe of South Choctaw. They got to get 20 yards here basically in less than 3 minutes. And now we got a timeout, I believe called by Lowndes.
We'll keep it here. Well, you know, the time I don't think is so much an issue if you can score on this drive, but if you don't, then you got to have your timeouts to try to get the ball back. So it's coming down to this for South Choctaw. If they do score, they could possibly run some more clock off and leave very little for Lowndes.
They do have all their timeouts. Now, he just said that South Choctaw called timeout. I thought maybe that Lowndes had called a timeout. The head referee pointed to South Choctaw, so
showing that both have 2 each remaining. 2:38 left in the game, a 7-6 Lowndes lead, but South Choctaw driving. They have pretty much had the ball the entire second half, but they have yet to score any points. It was 7-6 at halftime, and they got 2 cracks at it to get into the end zone or get the first down, and they've got to get to the 4, the ball at the 17.
You may not be ready for it, but you may want to run the best play that you've been working on every week that's probably not on much film. Maybe a halfback pass, maybe something that you don't expect South Choctaw to run. Now would be a perfect time for it.
Carroll. Play action throw. It's caught inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 3. He hit Dawson Sykes, a perfect throw and a play action pass. And South Choctaw's in business. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Or you run that play. I figure you got to do something different. You got a big deficit you're working with here. 13 yards to get a first. And lo and behold, they can throw the football when they need to.
Boy, the time is definitely an issue for Lowndes now. 2:31. They will have 2 timeouts to use if they don't get in. And
now somebody's going to call a timeout. This may be South Choctaw.
You would think Lowndes wouldn't waste one here. And Lowndes is showing that they have all 3 timeouts. So this might be, is this the last one for South Choctaw? They're down to 1 if not. Well, they got to let the three. Here's the old philosophy. Do you let them score so you can get the ball back and have a chance to win it, or do you play defense?
I've never believed in that. I know people do. Make your stop.
Well, you get a goal line stand, you win the game.
That's
This
right.
is not a situation where they can kick it. So there's one reason why you want to try to play defense.
I agree.
At least we've not seen them kick it. They had an opportunity to kick an extra point earlier. And
right.
On a penalty play, they decided to still go from 2 from the 13.
And all those things I said about the clock and being a problem for South Choctaw, they just got wiped out by that pass play.
First and goal from the 3 after the timeout. South Choctaw back up to the line of scrimmage. Carroll with Boykin to his left, that tight formation. It is Boykin on the running play, up the middle and into the end zone. And South Choctaw is back in front with 2:27 left to play. But Lowndes Academy has all 3 timeouts. And a 2-point play try coming up.
Very important 2-point play, to say the least. Because if Lowndes can score a touchdown, they won't have to worry about kicking the extra point.
Ball put down at the 3-yard line, and here comes the offense with a 2-point try. Boykin with the run for the score. It has put them in front. He has a touchdown. Carroll has another. And Boykin on the right side run for the 2-point play. It's in there, and it is 14-7. South Choctaw on top. 2:27 left on the AISA Championship Network.
People are talking about revived traditions. It's not football or baseball or basketball, not soccer, volleyball, or lacrosse, but it goes with any sport. It's Louie's Chicken Fingers, 1410 Gilmer Avenue in Tallahassee. Louie's has chicken fingers, wings, catfish, hush puppies, fresh veggies, salads, wraps, and more. Catering is available too. Specials and updates on Facebook at Louie's of Tallahassee. Before the game, after the game, anytime is Louie's time. Louie's Chicken Fingers, 1410 Gilmer Avenue, 991-4367.
Hello, this is Albert Elmore, your local State Farm agent. Guess what? We're in a new, bigger Tallahassee location. Same great company, same licensed staff and agent. Contact us at 1311 Gilmer Avenue, next to Dairy Queen. Come by for a free quote, insurance review, or just call us at our same number, 283-2758.
This is the AISA Championship Network.
South Choctaw's kick, a fortuitous hop, been bounced off of a Lowndes player and had to be covered up back at the 15. So they're going to start pretty deep. They've got quite a daunting task in front of them. 2:23 on the clock and 85 yards to go. Down 7 in this fourth quarter of play.
But they do have their timeouts, all 3, according to the scoreboard.
Stokes will work from a pistol formation. And he'll run the option and then throw out of the backfield on RPO. Catch is made, and it's a short gain to the 21-yard line. That was caught by the receiver Crawford Dansby. It only made 4 yards. The clock is running. 2nd and 6. We're down to 2 minutes. Stokes throwing over the middle. Box has it. Slips a tackle. He's to the 30, up to the 32. A first down. It'll move the chains. The clock stops at 150.
Well, one thing South Choctaw's not doing, they are not playing back. They're not necessarily trying to keep everybody in front of them. That was the case there.
3 state championships in a row on the line for Lowndes. They want to throw. And will, and the pass misfired there, incomplete. He was trying to connect with Dansby again, and it stops the clock at 1:37, 2nd down to 10. From their own 32-yard line.
Stokes was pretty emotional after that incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
But the good news is it stops the clock, so got a chance to regroup. I know you got a long way to go, 68 yards, but They've already moved it about 20 yards in a little bit less than a minute.
They might need to hurry up a little bit. The play clock is down to 5 seconds. And they get the snap off just in time. Going to run the option pass out of it. Here comes a throw from Hardy down the field, going for the big one. It is incomplete, but there's a flag. Little nip and tuck going on between the receiver and the corner. And they threw 2 penalty flags. It's probably going to be against the defense.
And I think if Dawson Sykes does not grab the jersey of the receiver there, it's just a regular incomplete. It's not a penalty, but he had too much jersey.
1:29 on the clock as it's stopped for this penalty, which should be a 15-yarder. And it will be against the defense, giving Lowndes a first down, and that's going to move the ball out around midfield. 47-yard line. They're on 47.
Was that Hardy that threw that?
Yes.
I believe it was.
Yes, it was a halfback pass. It was
That's
an option.
heck of a throw.
Yeah, it was a good throw. And now they'll look to throw with Stokes. Throwing over the middle. And it is incomplete. Boy, he had his receiver, Hampton. It looked like Hampton maybe got turned around a little bit on that route. It went over his head.
Not only did he get turned around, he stopped running. I'm not sure what he was doing there.
Yeah, if he keeps running, and I think he got turned around, so it may have been over his backside, not out in front where he was running. But either way, it could have been a big touchdown if he could have corralled it because he was behind the defense.
Maybe he was expecting the pass to come to the left side as opposed to the right. But still, you don't slow down. Keep running.
1:24, and it's 2nd and 10 from Lowndes' zone 47. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left for Stokes as he will look right and then come back over the middle and complete it. It's caught, and a very hard hit laid on Hampton at the 47 of South Choctaw. 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5. The clock is continuing to run at 1:09.
7-yard gain, 3rd and 3.
Stokes takes it himself, and he will pick up the first down to the 41-yard line. The ball's out, and then it's covered up, and it's still down at the 38. I think they ruled it down at the 39-yard line, but it was covered up by Hampton after it came out of the hands of Stokes.
The ball popped straight out of the air. Did you see that? It was up in the air.
It's a first down at the 39, 52 seconds on the clock, and they'll wind it back up again. If I'm Lowndes, they're going to take it. We'll take a break as well. 52 seconds. Now they marked it at 49. 49 seconds left. 14-7 South Choctaw.
Do you have dangerous, diseased, or unsightly trees? No need to fear. Seppo Cane Tree Service is here. From tree removal to pruning and trimming, with 20-plus years of experience. Seppo Cane Tree Service, with the knowledge and ability to take care of your large and small tree service needs.
This is Jason Spain with Seppo Cane Tree Service. Call 334-467-0083.
Tree service done right. Call 334-467-0083. Debit and credit cards accepted.
Gridiron time in the South. There's nothing like it. What makes it better? Parties and tailgating to cheer on your favorite team. And the best place to do your pregame shopping, Tallahassee Superfoods. No matter the fare or the time needed to prepare your pregame meal, visit Tallahassee Superfoods to stock up on your favorites. Steaks, burgers, hot dogs, plus all the fixins, and snacks and drinks. Find them at the place that gives you convenience and the best price. Cost plus 10%. Tallahassee Superfoods on Gilmer Avenue or on Notasulga Road in East Tallahassee.
This is the AISA Championship Network.
After the timeout, they went for the big one. Lowndes did. Incomplete on a long pass, and it's 2nd and 10.
That was almost a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I mean, the Stokes just threw the ball trying to get it.
Nearly intercepted.
Yeah, and Hardy had to wrestle it away from a defender.
Well, here we are with 42 seconds to go in the game. 14-7 South Choctaw. Lowndes driving at the 39, a 2nd and 10. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Stokes will look to throw, and will throw it over the middle, and it is intercepted. Picked off. John Taylor. It looks like the 3 in a row will end here. South Choctaw has picked off a pass and will have it with 36 seconds left and a touchdown lead.
Yeah, and that was the case there, Michael, where Stokes he kept going to that well, and eventually you thought it might end up costing them, and it did on that play. They sent 3 players on that left side of the line of scrimmage on a post route, hoping one of them could maybe break free, but there were also 6 defenders back there, and that's why you had the interception.
And Stacy Luker is going to do it again. Another championship. 5 at Sweetwater, 1 at Clark County, and you could add South Choctaw to the list after a knee and 36 seconds expire.
I meant to use this quote from him earlier today just to tell you what kind of a team he's got. Only 4 seniors on this team, and he said, you know what, we don't have a single player that wears extra large pants.
I like that.
I wouldn't know it because it looks like they got some big fellas out there, but the point is they're not a big team. They're not real fast, but they're very smart, and they don't beat themselves, and I think we've just seen that.
And what a run for this Lowndes team that's going to come to an end, it looks like.
Yeah, let me say this about Shane Moy. He is a remarkable coach. He's also a state champion baseball coach for Lowndes. They won the state championship in baseball last year.
1 knee. That ought to do it unless Lowndes chooses to use a timeout. They may just let it go.
Yeah, he's going to call the timeout.
He's going to go ahead and take it. 28 seconds, they stop the clock.
And this is a case where he's probably calling the timeout to bring his players over and say, I don't think he's going to give them necessarily a pep talk because they don't want to hear that right now. But he has done a marvelous job with his program. Again, this is going to be the first time they've lost a game since October 6th, 2022.
It is unbelievable. Got to tip your hat to the other side today. Boy, they have controlled the line of scrimmage with time of possession in this second half, have had it pretty much the entire second half.
And they never gave up on their game. In other words, they kept doing what they do. Stacy Luker believes in it. It's a proven track record. Why not? And you saw it work today. If this is the first time you've seen a Stacy Luker coach team, you would have seen the same thing at Sweetwater, same thing everywhere else he's been. That's the kind of coach he is.
Another knee goes down.
And that's probably going to be it.
Boykin with a victory tap. And I think that is it. The clock will wind down, and South Choctaw will pick up the state title here in the 2A ranks of the AISA, beating 3-time champion, defending champion, Lowndes Academy. Big win, and congratulations go to South Choctaw. The Gatorade bath goes on Stacy Luker, something that Shane Moy and company have experienced several times recently, but not this year. We'll take a break and come back and wrap things up and get you ready for our final game after this on the AISA Championship Network.
The GI Lab at Community Hospital is one of the leading specialty departments in our area. The GI Lab specializes in performing diagnostic and therapeutic procedures such as colonoscopy, which is the gold standard for colon cancer detection. Colon cancer is the second leading cause of death in the United States. More than 50,000 people lose their life to this disease each year. Colon cancer does not discriminate, and it affects all racial and ethnic backgrounds. Colon cancer can occur at any age, but those 50 years or older have an increased risk for developing colon cancer. At Community Hospital, the GI Lab's main goals are to increase awareness of colon cancer, encourage participation in the colon screening process, and perform these screenings with a caring and professional attitude. Schedule an appointment today with Dr. Tom Bianchi, our gastroenterologist, at 283-3862. The GI Lab at Community Hospital is here to provide our community with quality, compassionate health care.
Traveling is one of the best parts of life, and the Montgomery Regional Airport wants you to experience all the things that life has to offer. MGM provides 4 nonstop destinations and frequent daily connections through major international hubs with 2 major airline carriers, American and Delta Airlines. Your gateway to adventure starts when you fly local. Fly MGM.
Instant news, immediate availability. It's here at your fingertips. TallassyTimes.com. Read it online. Follow it on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Stay up to date on all Tallahassee news, sports, socials, classifieds, and photos. Plus, get live video on all social platforms and Tallahassee Times TV on YouTube. Tallahassee Times. TallassyTimes.com.
Rock and Jocks. Score 94 and hit 106.
The AISA Football Championships from the AISA Championship Network.
Quite the show put on by South Choctaw. They win it, dethroning the champs with a 14-7 victory over Lowndes here at Crampton Bowl. 2 in the books and 1 still to go. And it was the 1-2 punch of Cade Carroll and Jackson Boynton. Those 2 guys scored the 2 touchdowns they needed, and they shut out Lowndes in the second half after trailing 7-6 at the break. What a clinic they put on, you said, Graham, with their methodical offense of just running those 2 guys and just moving the chains up and down the field, and they did it basically, your best defense to keep the offense off the field. That's what they did.
Basically, I would make this point, and this is especially in a state championship game. Lowndes Academy knew exactly what South Choctaw was going to do as they get their championship trophy. Stacy Luker knows what that feels like. He's done it, about 7 or 8 times before. But they knew exactly what South Choctaw was going to do. South Choctaw didn't change much. That pass play that set up the winning touchdown, that's about the only thing that went off script, but they kind of felt like they had to do it. But otherwise, they just came in here, said, we're going to run the football. You got to stop us. And they did. Lowndes Academy did a pretty good job, but I think they ran out of gas thanks to a time of possession of the second half that was probably right around, what do you think, 15, 20 minutes for
They had an 8-minute drive to start the third quarter, and I think the latter drive, the game-winning drive, was probably close to the same, so I would say yes.
I would send a text down there to Tim Gale, but he's too busy taking pictures of the winning team, so we'll find out eventually. And by the way, you'll be able to read, if you want to read about these games, we'll have it on our website, riverregionsports.com. All 3 championship games will be reported on by Tim Gale, who is basically what would we call him, the secretary of the AISA, even though he doesn't have the official title.
Sounds good to me. Well, thank you, Graham, for your help. Appreciate our production crew on the video work. That's Daniel Butler, as well as Ian Wren and Jaden Griggs, our studio producer, Leanne Butler. Michael Butler, thanking you for joining us for this one, and looking forward to the next one to wrap up the day. Again, the 3A championship coming up next. It'll be on a 7 o'clock kick, about 6:45 here on the Tallahassee Times video channel, linked up through the AISA, as well as our WTLS radio broadcast online as well. Coming up again around 6:45. Your final again, the 2A champions, South Choctaw winners, 14-7 over Lowndes Academy.
WTLS AM 1300, W295DL, 106.9 FM Tallahassee, W234DL, 94.7 FM Pike Road, Score 94 and hit 106, Rock and Jocks.